here on the first debate tonight. Ami Yagnik, spokesperson of the Congress from Ahmedabad. Also from Ahmedabad, we have BJP leader Jainarayan Vyas and also representing the BJP, GVL Narasimha Rao. Our political editor, Navika Kumar joining us, and Kamal Farooqi, member of the All India Muslim Personal Law Board. If we can come straight to you first, Ami Yagnik, the big question that we're asking on Newshour tonight: is this, the riots of 2002, really the only weapon the Congress has left against Narendra Modi? Why is it being raked up time and again when it hasn't worked for you in the past? It didn't work in, the assembly elections of 2013. It didn't work in Gujarat in 2012. Why is the Congress banking on this so much?
See, there's no question of raking up or banking on the 2002 issue. The 2002 issue is a major issue because the PM candidate is from BJP and he happens to be the Chief Minister of the state where this pogrom happened in 2002 on February 28th.
So is 1984 not an issue?
There are 9 cases of riots going on.
Is 1984 not an issue, Ami Yagnik?
1984, we are coming to this.
Why? Shouldn't that be answered first? Before you rake up 2002, shouldn't those questions that remain unanswered for the last 30 years be answered first? Why does the Congress deflect those answers?
You're wrong. Two answers on that. First, the 1984 issue is there. The Honorable Prime Minister Sonia Ji have apologized for that in open parliament.
Is an apology enough?
Second, the cases are going on.
Expression of regret came how many years later? Expression of regret came how many years later? Apology came how many years later? And does that erode away the 2,000 odd lives that were taken away?
You cannot cancel another wrong.
So first, write the verb.
You cannot take the shelter of 1984 to hide your 2002 pogrom.
You cannot deflect 1984 and break up.
By the same yardstick, you cannot ignore 1984 if you cannot ignore 2002.
1984 is not ignored. It is there. The commissions, there have been several committees.
Yeah, and it's been pushed through the committees. It's been pushed through the committees. Nothing has been done about it.
Here is a case that the state government is completely protecting all its state machinery, using the state machinery for conducting program, and that is why
everything that you point fingers at the BJP comes boomeranging back at the Congress. If you're blaming a state, we are questioning the center, the Congress government in power at that time. What was it doing? And what has it done over the last 30 years to fix accountability?
There are several cases going on and the accountability has been fixed.
Where has it been fixed? Where has it been fixed?
Have been hauled and they have been pushed into jail.
If the accountability was fixed, then why were some of the accused leaders allowed to get ministerial berths, contest Lok Sabha elections?
Morally, legally or politically, and is still aspiring to be a PM candidate to become the Prime Minister, and that is why the question of 2002. Why are you not being honest with the people of this country?
Is the Congress being honest?
Ami Ben Yagnik, the real question, Ami Ben Yagnik, is the fact that Rahul Gandhi in his interview to Times Now clearly admitted that there could be the involvement of some congressmen in the riots of 1984. Tell us one congressman who's paid for it, one congressman who's gone to jail, one congressman who's not been considered despite his involvement in the riots. Jagdish Titler's name comes up before every election. So how can the Congress really say that it has a clean record as far as the 1984 riots are concerned?
Congress has not said that it has a clean record. Congress has said that we are apologetic about the 1984.
So if you do not have a clean record, what business do you have pointing fingers at Narendra Modi?
Who are named have been facing legal charges. And if we want to talk about 1984, then we have to talk about 2002, because 2002, whenever that issue is raked up, you bring 1984 as a counter, like it's a counter affidavit in court. By that, you cannot brush or put everything under the carpet. What has happened
the same applies to the Congress, isn't it, Miss Ami Yagnik?
That's not the point, Ami Ben Yagnik. The point is you are admitting. Are you admitting that there could be the involvement of some congressmen? And if that is the case, then how can the Congress take a high moral ground when it comes to riots and actually point fingers at Narendra Modi? The Congress, least of all, has no business to point fingers at Narendra Modi if your own record in 1984 is not clean. That's the only point that we're trying to make.
Yes, that point is that if we have to talk about 1984, when Rahulji said that probably some congressmen were involved, I think you have to take it as a fair statement, and that the committees and the commissions and the legal trials have been taking place. Some of them have been booked.
But that statement doesn't work towards justice. 10 commissions have been formed since 1984.
Why do you hide everything?
No
about
action's been
2002?
taken, Ami Yagnik. Well, that statement only certifies exactly what the BJP has been saying, what we're questioning tonight. All right, let's get a BJP voice in right now. The BJP, of course, brings up 1984 every time 2002 is raked up. Let's go to Jainarayan Vyas on this. And the BJP definitely says that Narendra Modi has been cleared by the court. So is the Congress questioning the courts of the country? But the fact is that the SIT report has been upheld only by a lower court. So technically, Rahul Gandhi may be right in saying that this is a pending judicial process. What would you say to that?
Well, I would simply say that it is funny to classify the courts according to the seniority. This is not a government's official hierarchy where you say class 1 officer, class 2 officer, class 3 officers. Court is a court.
No, but that's how the judicial system works.
It is only, understand, it is only if you are not satisfied by the verdict given by the court, you have recourse to move to the higher court. That does not mean that you can say that lower court has no consequence or that lower court has not done it.
No, the lower court has consequence, Mr. Vyas. But if Rahul Gandhi says that there is a pending judicial process, he is not wrong either.
If someone is not satisfied, then the recourse available for appeal is to the higher court. That's all. You can't classify the court.
So then Rahul Gandhi is not wrong, Mr. Vyas. Then Rahul Gandhi is not wrong. Mr. Vyas, then Rahul Gandhi is not wrong when he says there is a pending judicial process. So there is a pending judicial process, and the BJP cannot come out and say that the courts have totally cleared Mr. Narendra Modi in the 2002 riots.
You can say there is a pending judicial process when the government or when the CBI themselves has preferred that no, we are not satisfied and we want the higher up courts to take this to trial and do justice to whatever we have said. That is not the case.
Yeah.
These are some NGOs.
Right. Ami Yagnik, I'll come to you in a bit.
Mr. Jainarayan Vyas, the question is...
Here is a victim who is going... Here is a victim who has the choice of going to a higher court and definitely to a sessions court or a high court and further up to the Supreme Court. You cannot say that there is a clean sheet because the Honorable Apex Court has appointed the SIT. Let us not forget that there is credible evidence by Raju Ramchandran, who is again appointed by the Honorable Apex Court.
Raju Ramchandran has not said anything. You don't intervene me. You don't intervene me. It is not there. Read Raju Ramchandran's remarks. Raju Ramchandran has upheld the SIT report as it has come. What are you talking? You are telling something
But it is
wrong.
also, as the amicus,
Absolutely wrong.
Jainarayan Vyas, as the amicus, he's also raised several questions.
Has upheld the SIT report.
He's also raised several questions, Mr. Jainarayan Vyas. Raju Ramachandran has raised several questions on the report of the SIT.
What he has additionally said, that since Mr. Bhatt raised some points, these points be looked into. That's all. That is what Raju Ramchandran has said. Raju Ramchandran has
So that Mr. Jainarayan Vyas, does that tantamount to a clean chit?
No.
Yes,
The fact is that some aspects of the SIT still need to be looked into.
Raju Ramchandran has not picked hole into SIT's reports. Raju Ramchandran has endorsed SIT report. Only Raju Ramchandran has said that if there is a representation that has come from a police officer named Mr. Bhatt, the issues raised by him be looked into. That's all. That is what he has said.
There is a counter to that, Mr. Vyas. I'll come back to you. Navika, we'll just get Mr. GVL Narasimha Rao also in. He's been raising his hands quite often. Yes, GVL, you had a point to make there.
You see, it is the investigation was done by the SIT
which was appointed by the Supreme Court. So the evidence that was used by the lower court to come up with the clean sheet that Mr. Vyas is talking about is based on the investigation done by SIT, which was constituted by the Supreme Court. So there cannot be a completely different kind of conclusions by any higher court. So I think it's a fallacy. They've been somehow trying to keep this issue burning to personally target Mr. Narendra Modi, whereas there is absolutely nothing from the beginning.
Now,
they have used this
now that we have heard your point of view,
so far.
That order of the magistrate can definitely be challenged in the higher court. I think Mr. Narasimhan should know what is the hierarchy of the legal system.
That can be not the issue. No.
Not just that, Mr. Jayanarayan Vyas and Mr. GVL Narasimha Rao, I'm just going to read out points where the amicus curiae Raju Ramchandran differed with the SIT. Contrary to what Mr. Vyas claims, he has said here, and I'm reading this out, he pointed out the SIT had chosen to believe words of senior officers despite acknowledging in its preliminary report that they could not be relied upon. So he does differ to a lot of the observations of the SIT. You can't just carte blanche and overall cover up and say the amicus curiae agreed with the SIT.
Amicus curiae has absolutely agreed with the SIT.
No, but there are differences that have been presented, and those differences are on record. And it is these credible experts that Rahul Gandhi spoke of. He was referring to the amicus curiae.
What amicus curiae has additionally said is that since there is a representation from Mr. Bhatt, a police officer, the issues raised by him be looked into. It's fair. What is wrong in it?
You are only highlighting.
He is proved to be a Congress conspirator.
There is prosecutable evidence against the chief minister's role and the other officers.
No, but
Sanjeev Bhatt is a Congress operator. So obviously that's not something that will be taken seriously either by the people or by the investigators. SIT worked.
Let's get in Mr. Kamal Farooqui. Mr. Kamal Farooqui, every time the Congress brings up 2002, the BJP brings up 1984. Is this the way to look at riot versus riot politics in this country? Because the question really is that when it comes to other parties involved in riots, for example, the Samajwadi Party's involvement in the Muzaffarnagar riots, where so many people lost their lives, the Congress still goes and supports the Samajwadi Party. There is absolutely no contradiction that comes in from the Congress party. On the other hand, the Samajwadi Party has a fixed match with the Congress, does not field candidates in Amethi and Raebareli. What do you think about differential approach of political parties when it comes to the handling of riots?
It's very sorry, but I may kindly be allowed to raise certain issues. Number one, to my friends in the BJP, is it true that Mr. Modi has been given a clean sheet? Can they say it authoritatively? Is it not true that, as you very rightly said, that Ramachandran has raised certain very basic issues about the SIT which was appointed by Supreme Court?
No, not the least. Not the least. He has not raised any issue.
Please allow me. When you were talking, I was keeping quiet. Please allow me. And when SIT was appointed, yes, SIT was appointed by Supreme Court because the cases were not doing the way it should have been gone in Gujarat. SIT was appointed, but the ultimate right of Zakia Jafri is there, and she had protested to file the report, and she protested that the case cannot be closed. How can you say that it's a clean sheet? Even Mr. Sharad Pawar has been time and again saying that it's a clean sheet. Where's the clean sheet? Can somebody say that it is a clean sheet? Number one. Number two is that here is a case of, there are three different cases which you said, Narsa. One is 1984, then 2002, then 2013. All these three cases must be understood properly. As far as 1984 is concerned, I'm not having any briefing for the Congress, but yes, there has been a clear-cut apology and there has been some redressal.
Is that apology enough, Mr. Farooqui?
But where's the action?
Mr. Farooqui,
is the apology enough, Mr. Kamal
2,000 lives lost, Mr. Farooqui. You are so well versed about all the aspects of 2002.
Yes, it is not enough. So please Please, it is not enough, but at the same time, please understand that Mr. Modi was the chief minister under whom the whole thing has happened, and
So it was a
his
Congress-led
officers
government
more
in the
than a
center.
dozen
And it was right in the heart of the
Prime
nation's
Minister
capital
when
where it
the
happened.
riots took place in Delhi in
There were ministers who are
1984.
criminally, they have been criminally charged, they have been on bail, and they are still in the
There have been more prosecutions and there have been more charges as far as the 2002 riots cases are concerned than what has happened in 1984, Mr. Farooqi. How can you bat for the Congress if you're so well versed about the cases and the facts of 2002? Don't you know the realities of 1984? How many committees have been set? 20 committees have been set. The 2000 Nanavati Commission also indicted a lot of people. What did the government do about it? What did the Congress do about its leaders?
Cases are going on, and nobody is saying that the Congress people were not responsible for it. Yes, they themselves were responsible.
So if you can bat for the Congress and if you can ally with the Congress, why are you pointing fingers only at the BJP? Why aren't you pointing fingers back at the Congress and saying, bring those people to book and then we will work with you?
And 2013, I'm very clearly saying that as far as Mr. Mulayam Singh is concerned, he is equally responsible for all. And it is the fixed match not between Congress and Samajwadi, rather Samajwadi and the BJP. There is a fixed match.
Mr. Kamal Farooqui, Mr. Kamal Farooqui, in all of this, are you forgetting Muzaffarnagar, which is the most recent?
Where guilt has been established, and that is why the reason was
my voice is not allowed to be heard. I am saying that 2013.
Mr. Vyas, please allow Mr. Farooqui to speak. I beg your, I request you to please allow him to speak.
All these riots are a blot on our face. I think whether it is being done by BJP or Congress or Samajwadi Party. So all these issues will continue to...
But that's exactly the point. Ami Yagnik, can you respond to that? They're all a blot on the history of this nation. So why isn't your party attacking the Samajwadi Party for what happened in Muzaffarnagar with the same kind of ferocity that it attacks the Gujarat government for 2002? Why isn't the same yardstick being applied, as Navika said, for the most recent of these blots?
Yes, we did tell the Samajwadi Party, and we just attacked them at that point of time for taking and putting the law and order situation in Muzaffarnagar. But 2002 is a different issue. Madam, please understand that there are 9 cases, and for every
Miss
case,
Ami
the
Yagnik,
victims
riots are riots. You can't just describe the intensity based on scale. People died.
You had attacked the Samajwadi Party because you did not attack the Samajwadi Party in 2013. They are returning the favor. They are returning the favor by not fielding candidates against Rahul Gandhi and Sonia Gandhi.
And Sikh community was slaughtered mercilessly. Don't say 1984 was a riot. 1984 was a massacre. 1984 was not a riot.
Well,
where one community was slaughtered mercilessly.
Then 2002 was a genocide, which is observed by the CAG in
you
America.
can call it Mr. Vyas, Miss Ami Yagnik. Mr. Vyas, Miss Ami Yagnik. 1984, 2002, call it what you may, 2013 were blots. Innocent lives were lost, an issue which was raked, passions were stoked and which was unwarranted. There were parties, there are people who need to be accountable. Those who are pointing fingers at the other continue to do so without being accountable themselves, and that's the question to the Congress, Ms. Ami Yagnik. Why, when you know that you have not yet provided proper accountability to what happened 30 years ago, why has this become the most important issue? Is there nothing else that you can debate on?
They have ran out of
issues.
It is
not the most important issue, but it is going to be a major issue for several decades to come, because the person under whom this program took place is a PM candidate. Had he not been a prime ministerial candidate, I think the matters would have gone on. Gradually, the riot cases would have gone on.
Then can you say, then can you blame the BJP for raking up 1984?
And so it assumes importance and centrality in a democratic
Congress
country.
has used this issue more than once in Gujarat. When Sonia Gandhi came to Gujarat and labeled Mr. Modi as Mob Ka Saudagar, and Congress has paid dearly for that.
You need not
Congress
repeat
has
all
used
that
this issue
again
in
and
Gujarat
again.
more than once. And
If you can keep repeating, Ms. Ami Yagnik, why shouldn't Mr. Vyas raise the issue? And here are the facts.
I have 2 questions for you.
Rahul Gandhi.
Yes, Navika. Mr. Vyas, please. Navika has a question for Ms. Yagnik. Yes.
Ms. Amiben Yagnik, I have two questions for you. One question, are you deliberately trying to divert attention from issues of governance, of price rise, of corruption under which the UPA is facing the onslaught as far as these elections are concerned? My second question, and the more important question is, Rajiv Gandhi appointed Jagdish Titler, who was under a cloud, to 4 portfolios as a minister after the 1984 riots. He was the tourism minister, he was the civil aviation minister. Not only that, even Dr. Manmohan Singh appointed him as the NRI affairs minister. So is the Congress also not carrying a very bleak record when it comes to punishing those who are under the clout as far as riots are concerned? And is this only a deliberate tactic for you to divert attention from the real issues?
The first question, Navika, that the UPA is deliberately moving away from the issues that are being raised. But these issues we are handling and we are answering the people of this country about corruption. You have seen what action the Congress has taken and the UPA has taken about the price rise and inflation. We are trying to control and we have shown
yes,
what
we are seeing Pawan Kumar Bansal has been given a ticket for Chandigarh. Is that the action the Congress has taken?
But let me tell you But let me tell you, the BJP doesn't have a moral ground to speak about corruption when there is rampant corruption in Gujarat. There are 17...
Don't deflect the matters, Ms. Yagnik. Get down to question number 2. Get back to question number 2 posed by... Get back to question number 2 posed by Navika. Get back to question number 2 posed by Navika. Get back to the issue of Jagdish Titler and the number of portfolios and ministries that were given to him. It was more like he was being rewarded for his loyalty for massacring Sikhs in Delhi.
You have ran out of...
Please answer that question. What is the defense the Congress has? 2009, you were ready to give him a Lok Sabha ticket too.
They are developing cold feet. They are returning their tickets. Your ministers don't want to fight.
Let's come back to the issue. Mr. Vyas, let's come back to the issue.
Amiben Yagnik, Rajiv Gandhi rewarded Jagdish Titler despite the fact that he was under the clout of the 1984 riots. He was given not 1 but 3 portfolios under Rajiv Gandhi. How do you justify that? Including Dr. Manmohan Singh.
There is no question of any justification because there is a question of doubt and a clout, because unless and until you are proved guilty by a court of law, you know...
Oh, so now here perception doesn't matter, Ms. Yagnik? Now perception doesn't matter?
The same argument applies to Narendra Modi.
So many questions, you are keeping the
same argument, Ms. Amiben Yagnik, applies to Narendra Modi. He is not convicted. So there is a doubt on Narendra Modi, but he has not been convicted. Why doesn't the same apply on Modi?
I am going to tell you.
Why?
Yes, Mr. Farooqi.
Apply to Modi because I want to tell you something.
There is no clean chit. There is no clean chit. That is the argument. There are higher courts and he will be put to scrutiny when the trial commences. So there is no question of giving a clean chit. So please don't mix up issues and do not mix
We are not mixing issues, Ms. Yagnik. We are asking the same very questions which you are asking of the BJP apply to the Congress too. So we are putting those out. Yes, but Mr. Farooqi had a point. Let's listen to what Mr. Farooqi has to say and I'll come back to you. Yes, Mr. Farooqi.
It is an issue of democracy, secularism and communalism.
So what is Congress? How can you call the Congress secular when you have not questioned Samajwadi Party over what happened in Muzaffarnagar, when you have not brought those leaders accountable, made them accountable what happened in 1984? How can Congress claim the platform of secularism? How can you claim the platform of secularism when you are only trying to polarize opinion? I'll come to you, Ms. Yagnik. Yes, Mr. Farooqi.
Sir, there is a difference between these two incidents. One is that this is unfortunate that some of the ministers were made in spite of the fact that the cases were going against them. But here is a case in Mr. Modi's cabinet, a person who is being convicted. He's not 1 or 2 ministers. Several ministers have been convicted and they are jailed and they have been awarded the death penalty. They were awarded even the death penalty also, which has been carried on. And it's still Mr. Amit Shah, who is on bail in these particular cases, and he's being recently charged by CBI in the Ishrat Jahan case. He still holds the important position. So there is a difference in it.
Okay, let's get the BJP in on this, Mr. GVL Narasimha Rao. Let's get you in on this. You know, that's the point. As far as someone like Mayaben Kodnani is concerned, does that, her conviction, does that not show some amount of state complicity? She was a minister in the state government. What does the BJP say to that?
GVL Narasimha Rao, could you hear that question? That was Tina asking you the question.
They have no answer for this.
Okay. Concerned
Listen,
person
you
was not a
can't-
No, let them answer.
Person was not a minister.
On one hand,
Mr.
you are
Vyas,
saying
Mr. Vyas,
that if
Mr. Vyas,
somebody-
please wait.
somebody
He
was not a minister in
GVL is
2002.
speaking. Mr. Vyas, I'll come to you. Please wait, Mr. Vyas.
The clean sheet is not there. On the other hand,
Mr.
you are saying
Vyas,
somebody
please
has
wait.
gone into appeal. The fellow should
Mr.
be
Vyas,
taken
I
as a
request you
convict.
to wait.
Now, how
Please
can you-
wait.
how can you have two different yardsticks?
GVL Narasimha Rao was answering that question.
He has gone to
Please,
the
you're
High Court.
interrupting your own colleague.
He has gone to the.
You are
High Court.
interrupting your own colleague, Mr. Vyas.
Same stage of argument.
You are interrupting your own colleague, Mr. Vyas. Please allow GVL Narasimha Rao to speak and I'll come back to you. Yes, Mr. GVL.
Yeah, let me first say this. I think this we have discussed ad nauseum on prime time. And this, we won't really let Congress succeed in its attempts to somehow divert the issues. I think the Gujarat issue we have discussed at least 100 times. And I don't think it's worthy of discussion again. The people of the country really know what the facts are. People know how they perceive, how they have spoken more than once in Gujarat. And they will speak again. Today, people are have a forward-looking agenda. The Congress party, I think, desperate times. This is a desperate time for them, and which is calling for desperate actions. And the real focus of the people is on the economy, on the non-performance of the Congress UPA government. And I would like to raise the question of this 10 lakh crore amount of money that was really eaten away in different
Mr. GVL Narasimha Rao, is that right?
I think the Gandhi family. No, the Gandhi family.
Is that right? Is that the real focus? Or would you like that to be the real focus?
That's the real focus. The non-performance
Mr.
and
GVL
non-governance
Narasimha Rao,
and the amount of money they have gobbled.
Rahul Gandhi in an interview has said, if you're saying, Mr. GVL Narasimha Rao, that because Narendra Modi has won several elections after 2002, so this is not an issue that
And
should
he
be
is the
discussed
favourite
at all,
today
then what would you
because
say
his
to the
campaign has
Congress?
never worked.
1 minute. What about the Congress? It has also won
Exactly.
several elections in 1984. So should we forget 1984 as well, Mr. GVL Narasimha Rao? Now that's not an argument that actually
Certainly,
stands the scrutiny
The
of
legal process has to take its course. And in 2002, the amount of judicial scrutiny that has gone into 2002, this country has never seen. This was not the first riot in Gujarat. Gujarat had seen much worse riots under Congress regime. And none of them Congress party, nobody knows who the chief minister was. There has never been a focus. This was a political agenda. This was a political conspiracy.
the question
And the
that
whole
was
country knows
asked,
this. So we are not going to be-
GVL
we are not
question
going to
that
be
was
worried about
asked,
it.
the question that has been asked is Maya Ben Kodnani's involvement. She has been convicted by a court. The matter is in appeal elsewhere. She is under arrest. Does that not show complicity of the Gujarat government? That's the simple question. Why don't you respond to that?
No, she was not a minister in 2002. As far as my knowledge goes, you can verify. She was not a minister. And in any case, each case is individual. You cannot say government was responsible.
You know what? Let's ask Mr. Vyas this. You were
So when it
vehemently
comes to Maya Ben Kodnani,
Yeah.
it's an individual case. When it comes to Jagdish
She was
Titler,
not a
it's a
minister.
government case. It's a Congress case.
It was not a riot, as Mr. Vyas rightly put it. It was an assault on one community.
One was a government sponsored
And Gujarat was a program.
government leaders and their Congress
And Gujarat
leaders
was
openly
a program.
took the law
There
and
has
order.
never been a
You know
fight
what,
against
Navika,
them.
I'm just going to ask Mr. Vyas this. Mr. Vyas, Mr. Vyas, please listen to this.
Simple logic says the same assumption should be made when comparing two different issues.
You are asking the question and then not permitting me to answer. How am I to explain to you?
Right. You want to make an
I'm just
explanation,
saying
Mr.
that
Vyas? You want to make an explanation, Mr. Vyas? Also explain to me this. You said the SIT has given a clean sheet to Mr. Narendra Modi right at the outset, right? Here's what the SIT has also said. The SIT has also observed very, very clearly that it told a court in Ahmedabad about how Maya Ben Kodnani was being protected by the Gujarat police. If the Gujarat police was part of the state, one day part of a state-backed cover-up. So how can you say that the SIT has given a total clean sheet to the Gujarat government and the Chief Minister of Gujarat? They have raised a lot of points. What you are doing is you are just picking up the points which are favorable to you and highlighting that. We are putting out the full facts of the case.
Those who are guilty, this is the only case where after the riot, immediately to control it, more than 1,000 rounds were fired and several people died.
Sorry,
The
sir.
government has never
Sorry,
said,
sir, you were
neither
not allowing
Mr. Modi
in
said
Delhi
that
there was
no
no police firing
government
at all. Your government was not allowing the normal
Let the law take
Sir,
its
you
own
are-
course. And it was in
you are
that
wrong.
context
You-
Mr. Amit Shah also faced
you-
the
you were not
consequences
allowing
whatever
the-
he was accused
you
of.
were-
And he is still not out of it. So,
Sir, you were not allowing the
you know-
cases
you
to
know,
pursue,
you
and the
can't
Supreme
link
Court,
this with the
in
government
several
to say that
cases, they
Mr.
were
Modi
asked to be
is for
dealt with
everything
somewhere
that has
else.
happened. That is not true.
Ami Yagnik, Mr. GVL had just
Sir,
raised the point. He was talking about how this Gujarat versus 1984 debate has come up ad nauseum. It's always being discussed. And that brings us back to our moot point tonight. Is this the only poll issue left? Are riots the only poll issue left? I mean, you've had ally trouble. The NDA has got allies coming back to them, allies who had walked out of the NDA after the 2002 riots. They are coming back to the NDA. Narendra Modi is completely projecting a different image today. Even the EU, the US, the UK, everyone's coming around. The BJP is trying to move away, while the Congress seems to be hell-bent on just bringing up the riots issue every single time. Why is that?
I reiterate my point saying that it is a major issue because 2002 has a nexus with the Prime Minister candidate and it is going to come up if he was not the Prime Minister candidate and still the Chief
But
Minister of
your
Gujarat.
own allies are singing his praises. Ami Yagnik, your own allies, whether it's the NCP, your own allies have started saying Narendra.
Coming back. They did not come back. They did not come for 10 years. So it's a loss.
But they've come back now, that's the point. And your own allies seem to be roaming up to the Prime Ministerial candidate.
Congress government played a sinister role.
Ms. Ami Ben
Nobody
Yagnik, a
playing
simple
victims
question
are
to you
going
is,
to the Supreme Court
nobody...
for justice because the police are not
Ms. Ami Ben
registering
Yagnik.
FIRs in Gujarat. Zakia Jafri went to the police, they did not register the FIR, so she went to the High Court and that is how her FIR has come to be registered.
You know,
So
for
please
every
do not talk
Zakia
about
Jafri in
Congress.
Gujarat,
The
Miss Ami Ben
victims are not
Yagnik,
getting
there are
Ami
equivalent
Ben
number of people in Delhi. There are families who are still crying for justice 30 years down the line. So every time you rake an issue up in Gujarat, we will rake it. There will be questions asked about what the government and what the Congress has done in Delhi. But the real question is, what are you going to do about the polls? Can you look beyond riots?
Immediately go to
Can
the
you
court.
look beyond riots?
The victim should go to the court for justice.
When your allies, Ms. Ami Yagnik, when your allies, the NCP, the DMK, the National Conference, all of them, they are saying if let the courts do their process, it's the will of the people. And 4 major polls, which the BJP won hands down and the Congress lost, everywhere it was 2002 that was talked about by the Congress. What happened?
No, the other secular parties are all wanting to play down 2002. We've heard all the NCP leaders coming out and saying the court's given a clean chit, the issue should be put to rest. These are your own allies. These are
Is it
other
a clean
secular
chit?
parties.
Please, for heaven's sake.
Yes.
For heaven's
That
sake.
is why-
For heaven's sake,
that is
tell me,
why
is
you
it a
have to
clean chit?
explain
I'm
the
asking you
clean
the
chit.
question.
You have to explain the legality of the clean chit, that this is not a finality. In the legal system, this is just the first stage, a magistrate's court. And there is other credible evidence, other credible report, which is not put before the public.
So till then, don't raise the issue, Ms. Yagnik.
Citizens of this country.
Till it
So
comes
that
to the
is what
final
you have to
courts,
tell.
like in case
We are
of
just
1984,
telling
Ms.
you.
Yagnik, you have accepted here right now.
Ami Ben Yagnik.
Don't raise the issue now.
Ami Ben
Let the people
Yagnik.
decide. Like you allowed it for the Congress, you are saying it's happening in the courts 30 years down the line. Why are you raking it up now? Let the courts decide whenever they will. Why are you raking up 2002? The same logic should apply. What you're using for 1984 should apply for 2002, isn't
Ms.
it?
Ami Ben Yagnik,
Yes, because
also the
because-
question
Don't rake it up
is-
now.
Can I
Because
come
the
in?
Prime Ministerial candidate says that there is
Sir,
going
can
to
I
be a
come in?
strong leadership, then the strength has to be shown elsewhere, not like what it is shown in 2002. And that is why the issue is mentioned. It is not raking up the issue is very much alive nationally and internationally and locally as well.
Navika, you
Ms.
wanted
Ami
to
Ben
comment?
Yagnik, the
This
question
is
is,
no longer an
the question
issue.
really is
You are trying to
that
tell us
Narendra
that the
Modi
fraud-
under no circumstances has by any court or by any agency been questioned for his active involvement in the riots or for inciting crowds. But Jagdish Titler has been named as somebody who was personally inciting crowds. How can the Congress have a different yardstick for their own people like Jagdish Titler and have a different yardstick for Narendra Modi? Is that something that you do only for election purposes?
Ms. Navika, that minister is facing legal charges and he is not saying that I am a strong leader.
But he was made minister not once, not twice, but 5 times by the Congress government under Rajiv Gandhi as well as under Dr. Manmohan Singh.
And is aspiring to be the PM. So he has to be legally, morally and politically.
Jagdish Titler also is aspiring to be a member of parliament. He applies every time he was a minister.
Congress is like a rudderless ship today. Congress is like a rudderless ship today. They have no issue in a process to divert the attention from UPA to misgovernance. They are raising all these issues to shield themselves from corruption, from price rise, from inflation, from all kinds of things they have done in the last 10 years.
Market something like development which has not happened in Gujarat in order to divert from 2002. Mind well, the nation is watching.
You could not convince even people of Gujarat.
How do you explain
Forget about
in
India.
order to divert the issue of
You have
2002?
failed to convince the people of Gujarat. You have failed to convince the people of Gujarat that Gujarat has not developed. What is this you are talking about?
Why are you allowing the language of your friends? Why are you allowing the ping pong between Congress and BJP? Why don't you understand?
Yes, Mr. Farooqi.
Ami
Why are
Ben,
you allowing the ping-
I'm coming to you, Mr. Kamal Farooqi. I'm coming to you, Mr. Kamal Farooqi. Ami Ben Yagnik, just one question to you. How do you explain the tacit understanding between Congress Party and the Samajwadi Party? The Samajwadi Party has its charge against them about the Muzaffarnagar riots, but you have a friendly match with them. They don't field candidates against Rahul Gandhi and Sonia Gandhi, and you don't criticize them in return. Is that something that the Congress is doing if it's so consistent in its opposition to riot record of any political party?
Well, I don't think so. There can be any answer to what you are just surmising and telling me, because it is not what you are saying as it is in Muzaffarnagar riots. We have told the Samajwadi Party that they couldn't control the law and order situation in Muzaffarnagar when it happened, and you know in what circumstances it has happened. In UP it has not happened, but you know in what circumstances it has happened. We may not take names and we may not come out with other issues as far as Muzaffarnagar.
So you don't know the circumstances
No,
of
but just, yeah, you're
2002?
sidestepping the question. It was an administrative failure in Muzaffarnagar as well.
No. Whoever was responsible,
We all know about
was
it.
it not an administrative failure?
Mr. Kamal Farooqui, is the riot of 2002 different from the riots of Muzaffarnagar in 2013? Are they both not administratively
Absolutely.
lost in terms of failure
not.
of the administration to control them?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. They are equally condemnable, and Congress is doing a blunder by not fielding their candidate against the top leaders of Samajwadi Party, because this will not go well, and this is where in fact Congress is again committing the same mistake. Number one. Number two, as far as had it been Modi would not have been the prime ministerial candidate, perhaps this question would not have been raised. Now you cannot equate these two MPs which you are talking about, the Congress and Mr. Modi. In fact, Mr. Modi, why we are worried about it? Because even as on today, he has got no remorse. He has not said anything apologetic or anything about the whole thing. Rather, his more than a dozen officers which were directly responding to him, they are in the jail. The ministers, they have been convicted. Another minister who was convicted is on bail. He's looking after.
Come on, this was all a political witch hunt.
There are other issues also wherein they are aggressive.
The only difference between Gujarat and other cases is that Gujarat, I think there has been a campaign against the chief minister. In no other case, the chief minister or the prime minister Rajiv Gandhi were personally investigated. I think this was a political campaign. The whole country sees it. The Congress Party and likes of Kamal Farooqi, who sympathizes with Congress Party and terrorists, they could have this kind of a view. But the country knows the chief minister was targeted.
Absolutely, you are wrong. That is where your problem is.
Why was Rajiv Gandhi not being targeted?
My country has got
why are we only talking about
terrorism and corruption? These are
who is a small timer?
But
Jagdish Titler is only a small timer. Why was Rajiv Gandhi not investigated
like this?
Why was
Nobody
Narasimha
can
Rao not
defend any
investigated?
terrorist. Nobody
So
can defend any corruption. Nobody
this
can defend
was
any
a political
communalism.
campaign for the last 11, 12 years against Mr. Narendra Modi. There is absolutely nothing to show, nothing to really indict him, and therefore they have run a campaign to somehow defame him.
But is the campaign working? Is the campaign working? That's the question. Kamal Farooqi, we can come back to you on that. You know, again, the central question tonight. By constantly raking up riots, is the Congress actually getting the main poll plank of these elections wrong? As we were saying earlier, their allies are warming up to Narendra Modi, with the NCP going on record to say he's got a clean chit. We should put the matter to rest. We have the likes of LJP coming back to the NDA. Is this really not something that the Congress should be looking at as the main poll plank for 2014?
If anybody who says anything about this, whether it's a clean chit, I just want to ask them, is it a clean chit? Whether it is Sharad Pawar may be a big leader, but is it a clean chit? LJP Paswan could be a good leader, but is it a clean chit? That's what I want to ask.
Mr. Farooqi,
it is not
Mr.
a clean
Farooqi,
chit. So why are
going
they
by
saying
what Ms. Ami Yagnik said a short while ago, going by what Ms. Ami Yagnik said a short while ago, judicial process can go on as long as it is going on, and let the law take its own course. So the law is taking its own course. The people have decided. They have elected Narendra Modi twice over. They have elected the BJP back into power in four major assembly polls, despite 2002 being constantly raked. So will of the people does not matter. The law of the land does not matter. But then reality does. So what is reality then?
Reality is that
So reality is what you want to believe, according to your convenience, according to the Congress's convenience, isn't it?
How can you?
Not my convenience.
So doesn't will of the people matter? Doesn't will of the people matter? Doesn't the
candidate? So all these issues have to be raised.
Doesn't the verdict of a lower court matter? Doesn't the will of the people matter? Ms. Ami Yagnik just now brushed it away, saying if the people have voted, let them vote. That doesn't change reality. How can she say that? How can she say that? If you say, on the one hand, she says the people know what the truth is, and on the other hand, she says will of the people doesn't matter.
Because the truth will take
Will
a
of the
while
people
to
will
come
not
out.
wash the crime.
Sir, the truth
Whosoever
will
big
take a
leader it
while
will
to
be.
come out. That is why. And it is a mandate of the people. If they have chosen him, they have elected him twice or thrice. But the truth will definitely come out. People are seeing that 32 police officers are languishing in jail. 9 cases of riots are going on.
You know, Ms. Yagnik, as you're doling out the numbers, at least there are people who are languishing in jail. At least there are people who have been prosecuted. At least there are people who have been brought to book. In the case of 1984, not a single person has been brought to book. Not a single leader has been brought to book by the Congress. What action did the Congress party take against its own people? They rewarded them. And you're coming out and pointing fingers at the BJP and Mr. Narendra Modi and the Gujarat government.
Except being more friendly with the Samajwadi Party.
All kinds of actions taken against them. But in Gujarat case, all the victims have knocked the doors of the courts that please tell the police machinery to file FIR. That is how the victims have gone to the Honorable Apex Court. Otherwise, why would the Honorable Apex Court come out with these kind of appointments only when the lower judiciary or the lower the police officers are not taking action, and that is how the police have been mandated to file the FIR, and that is how.
So how does that not apply to what happened in Delhi in 1984? How does that not apply? The Lieutenant Governor, who was the Delhi police under control of, the Lieutenant Governor, to whom were repeated requests made, which was the government which was in power at the centre. So who should take the onus? Who should bear the brunt of that? If you're the questions that you're asking...
Why should we only discuss 2002? Why should we not discuss 1984 and Muzaffarnagar in 2013? That's the question. Is it not double speak of the Congress party when it only focuses on 2002?
Condemned, and all the victims who have suffered in the riots should be getting justice, and they definitely...
So let's start with 1984, madam. Let's start with 1984, come to 2002 and also account for 2013. Why don't we do that before we start making riots and riots the biggest poll issue?
The matters are there in the court. You have seen that for yourself, and the inquiry committees, the same Nanavati Commission has looked into 1984, who is looking into 2002 matters.
Well,
so let's look at all those reports and all those committee inquiries and all the cases together.
And let's also not forget
debate what is going in 1984.
And let's also not forget what the people want more. What are the issues the people want debated? What are the issues the people of the country want to be raised? Is it riots that they are talking about, or are there greater issues? Are there other issues like corruption, like growth, like employment, like development? Are those more important issues? That is what you have to decide as the Congress
Absolutely.
party. Because the verdict that's coming forth is talking of something else. Perhaps the Congress is fielding or shooting the wrong arrow. That's the bigger question. To all our guests, Jay Narayan Vyas, Kamal Farooqui, GVL Narasimha Rao, of course, Ami Yagnik and Navika Kumar. Thanks for joining us on the News Hour Debate.